Hi guys, welcome back to the Hack Engineering YouTube channel. My name's Ben. You've not seen me on the channel before, but I do the media and marketing for Hack Engineering and a few other bits. So today you join us on the Hack Engineering Cross Beer Road Hunting Club Meet and Drive. This is an event that we've put on for our customers. So we're going to be driving from Hack Engineering HQ up to Beer Road Hunting Club, which is based in Shallow, which is near Ashford. As you can see, we've got an absolutely mega array of cars here today. So join us as we start the event.
We wanna go, go. We wanna go,
We've just arrived, and that was the driving element that we've just done. I think most people managed to stick together. We ended up a bit out in front on our own for a while, but as it always is with these kinds of things, it's quite difficult to keep everyone in a convoy, especially when you're going through towns, etc. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to show you around some of our customers' cars. We've got some really nice bits and pieces here, nice variety, and not just BMWs either. So yeah, join us as we have a look. Okay, I'm here with a very good customer of ours, Tim. Tim's got a really cool 140i hill climb car. So, Tim, tell us about it. What's the lowdown?
So, it's a car I've owned from new. I got it back in November 2016. It was meant to be the sort of replacement for an E39 M5. Got into this, kept it very standard until the warranty was up, and then started tinkering. So there's Olin suspension was the starting point, the road and track. Bit of fun and games with the rear springs, the archetypal F8X lower arms, just to give me some more camber and caster. It's got wave track diff. Probably worth pointing out that this is a manual, which is a little unusual. After that, I decided, right, that's it. I'm going to start doing some hill climbs. On one of the last events of the season, did what I thought was one of my best launches, hooked up beautifully, and the clutch decided it did not like that idea one bit and got very, very upset with me. Put the car into limp home mode. So when I got back down to the pits, I reset it, and that was then that I came to you guys looking for a clutch, and that's when the Burkhardt twin plate went in. I've went through the gearbox and changed all the bushes and bought various bits from you there, and basically have stiffened up all the bushes on the engine mounts and gearbox mounts. Then all the bushes inside the linkage have all been changed. And oh yeah, downpipe, I have a catted downpipe, 200 cell, one of the Osprey performance ones, the MST, obviously it's on MHD stage 2 plus now. Carbon seat went in a couple of weeks ago for the last event that I was at. It's now on its summer plumage, as I call it. It's on forged Bowler FP2s, I think they're called.
They do look good.
Yeah, and I had the, funnily enough, that is genuine BMW frosted gold.
Yeah?
Frozen gold. I managed to get my hands on the tint. So they're a chrome, they put a chrome base on the wheel,
yeah,
rather than ball polish it, because that costs a fortune. So chrome base, and then they put the tint over the top. So it's all set up for the hill climbs. It's
Proper.
getting quite entertaining.
So it does get used in competition.
yes.
It's not just
Yes.
not just a road car. And
Oh,
you can't blame the old clutch for
Giving up.
giving up on this at all, because like you say, this had a bit of work done on the engine, or at least in terms of mapping. So what kind of power is this running now?
Probably around 460-ish.
460 brake horsepower.
Yep.
In a manual.
Yeah, in a manual.
Rear wheel drive.
Yes, rear wheel drive.
Fantastic. I bet that's good fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's lively.
So what's the plan with this one going into the future? You got any more upgrades you want to do? Any more competitions?
Yes.
Or?
Well, I've got a turbo waiting in the wings.
Yep.
I'll be at Gerston a couple of weeks' time
Yep.
for another double header weekend. I'm not the fastest driver. It's because I don't have the bravery to take some of the bends, but I'm working on it. Is the
Yeah.
best way I can describe it. And you know, I can't resist tinkering, hence things not being quite standard.
Well, you certainly got enough car for it, Tim.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for having a chat with us.
So yeah, it's kind of standard really, haven't done anything to it yet. But yeah, GT3 RS, I think it's like 500 horsepower maybe at the box. Common ceramic discs, brakes. Got to change them though, because apparently they like disintegrate on track days. So that's not the best vibe I'm going for, and they're fairly expensive. Yeah, I'll pop some stuff open so you can see. Well, I just put the seat belts in and put the harnesses in basically for track days. So all the brakes are coming off. I'm going to replace it with steels. Geometry, camber, all that kind of stuff. Setup basically. So it's a bit passive at the factory. So yeah, ride height adjustment, bit more rake in it, adjust the rear wing. Nothing massive, because it's quite a good thing out the box really. But yeah, a few things. But I'll show you some nerdy stuff. Obviously no engine in the front, right? But like if you look at stuff like this, out the factory it's like all carbon, like carbon weave.
Oh yeah.
And you can see how clean it is, and that's what I was looking at when I was buying it. I can see all like the screws to make sure there's no dirt in them. It's got a front lift as well, because all these cars here, like this one, my friend's, its front splitter comes straight off. As soon as you hit the floor, yeah, the whole thing rips off. With this, you have to have, if you try to buy one, you have to get a front lift, front axle lift. So the whole front of the car comes up. So you go with speed bumps basically, and not like rip your carbon fibre bumper off.
Bonnet, yeah, and then obviously it's like humped and vented, and then I was just telling him his fun fact. They've got this little extra tray for the rain to run off and away from the electrics.
Oh, that's super nice.
So yeah, but yeah, the first time we had it, and we're like, oh, look at this. It was like, ignore all the shiny bits. We're like, this tray's not normally here. Right, stood in front of Tim's F82 M4 CS. So this car's been really popular on our social media for good reason. It looks absolutely incredible and is a genuine CS, so quite a rare car. As you'll probably see elsewhere in this video, we did also have Lou's F80 M3 CS next to it, so really nice to have a pair of them. So work we've done on this one, Tim kind of wants to keep it fairly standard, but obviously enjoy the car. I think it's a keeper for him, so yeah, not something he's looking to necessarily worry about keeping it fully original. So if my memory serves me correctly, we did a full crank hub upgrade on this, so it's had the full fix with capture plate, stop any timing chain slip issues which these engines are known for. And then other than that, most of the work we've done is servicing, and then we also put a Boot Mod 3 remap on it for him, so just stage one, nothing mental, but just to really kind of enhance the experience of driving this car, you know, with another 50 or 60 horsepower. So yeah, Tim loves it, keeps coming back to us for all the service work. It's really well looked after by him, and it's a pleasure to keep looking after it for him.
So this is the first event of its kind that we've really thrown We've done a couple of small little meets in the past, but certainly the first where we've had a driving element to it, and the first that we've been to the B Road Hunting Club, or B Road as the Stag as it's known. So it's probably good time to tell you a bit about this place. Hack Engineering has a little bit of history with the B Road Hunting Club. So years ago we hosted a meet with them when they were based back down at the Bentley estate in Sussex, and since they've moved there to this location, which is just outside of Ashford and in Shallock, to turn it into a kind of caffeine machine-esque automotive community hub, where they're hosting car meets every weekend, all kinds of different clubs, from supercars to classics to motorbikes, but just a really nice hub for the automotive community, and somewhere where people come down and sort of share their passions.
So we're stood here with Dave and John. This is their rally car, which you might have seen on our social media quite a bit. E36. It's not originally an M3, I don't think.
328.
328, which Hack Engineering built an S54. We'll show you in a minute. So we've got really nice engine setup, and we're here with the guys to talk through the rest of the car and see what makes this thing work. It's a pretty phenomenal bit of kit for tarmac rallying. So loads of little bits you won't see on track cars or even race cars. And just loads of really nice stuff to show you. So we'll start under the bonnet, I suppose. Under the bonnet of this one, we've got an S50 B30. So these guys bought it as a low mileage engine. I think it had been sat for a while, which the original plan was to do a nice simple refresh on it. And once we pulled it apart, turns out there'd been a bit of water sat in it and various bits and bobs. And well, thankfully, you guys are very easy talking to doing a really monstrous engine build.
There you go. There's the checkbook. Go for it.
So it's now got high compression JE pistons, arrow rods, an S50 B32 sump and oil pump setup, with a vac oil pump upgrade kit on that. And then head-wise,
Schrick cams.
we've done a couple of versions of it, So yeah, it's got Schrick 284 cam, so it's relatively torquey.
Keeps the Vanos.
Yeah, kept the Vanos. So it's got really good punch out the corners. It's not like a race car where you'd be targeting power right at the top end. Yeah. And then we've done a Supertech shim under bucket conversion and Supertech valve train. Well, Supertech springs, original valves. And a Carbonis airbox. And then, I can't remember your exhaust.
Edwards
Edwards Motorsport exhaust.
Yeah.
The original sort of a 3.2 manifolds.
Standard S50 manifolds.
Yeah.
No cats or anything. Engine is mated to a Gear Motive 5-speed ZF dog box.
Straight cut gears.
Straight cut gears. Very long first gear. 54 mile an hour first gear.
Yeah, 56 mile an hour.
Dog leg first, and goes all the way to about 129 mile an hour, 120 flat out. So very close ratio from 2 to 5.
It's super quick through the gears.
Super quick through the gears. 4 plated diff, Heisman diff, running E46 rear arms.
Yeah, 330 diesel or 330 petrol rear arms.
330 rear brakes, rear discs, Evo shafts. 3.2 Evo shafts, because we kept breaking shafts. That's about it, really. Transmission
8P front brakes,
8P front brakes,
calipers and discs.
Yeah.
And KW competition
KW competition two-way suspension.
And some nice millway top mounts, which you've recently added.
We've got those recently.
So we spec those up for these guys as
all poly-bushed, nothing too fancy. You can set it up to drive nice and straight. Some good camber and caster without going too mental with it. Keeping some fairly standard parts that if you bend something, you can go down the shop and buy it quickly, which we often do.
Yeah. And what power did it make in the end?
335 brake horsepower.
352.
Sorry, yeah, 352. Big pardon, not 352.
Yeah, I think it's more.
It started off at 330, then we found another 20
When we
braking
had
parts
the
on that.
valves done, under bucket shims, it went to 355, didn't it? 355.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
So
that
it
like
runs-
270 or 278 foot-pounds or something to brake?
It runs ECU Master, Black ECU, and the rest of the catalogue, basically, the ECU
Yeah,
Master catalogue.
show off some of the wiring bits. 'Cause
Yes.
that's yeah, John's baby, and it's really, really cool.
So basically, the whole car has been rewired, front to back, no fuses, no relays, ECU Master, PMU, which is a management device which you program on the laptop. Just sets up all the wiring so we don't have any faults. It's all self-resetting. Engine management is ECU Master Black. We've got digital dash, which gives you all the critical stuff to look at. I can show you that. So basically, switch ignition on, you see the dash comes up. It's got a GPS setting on there for speed. There's oil pressure, oil temperature, fuel level, water temperature, and then using existing controls, we've then got readings from all of the devices that are running. We can get basically diagnostics from that. Gives you the voltage and current from each device. And then there's from the ECU, there's all the lambda readings, throttle position, fuel pressure. There's a set of buttons in the middle there, which do all our other auxiliary controls, what they call a CAN bus keyboard. The other switches are for extra lights that we run for night stages. We've got the bias valve for braking, hydraulic handbrake, the gear motor gear lever, IRP shifter, dogleg first gear. So co-driver side is the GPS clock for timing on stage, and for doing notes so we can tell the distance between corners. The intercom system, but obviously for rally crash helmets we have to talk to each other, and then we have intercom headsets for road sections. Can operate the trip meter from the switch here, because when you're strapped in you can't move. Basically, once we're all strapped in in the seats, I can't reach this, so we can do it all from there. That's about it, really. We do run a camera in the car, but it's not in there at the moment. So in-car videos, etc.
When we get to the speed hump, okay, 100, long 3 right down, into a 3 left, past the kicks over the bridge, speed humps, yeah?
Yeah, it's great. It's great fun. It's basically a weekend hobby for all of us. We built this car between the 4 of us, just on Saturdays, Saturday afternoon, Sundays, a few late evenings. Obviously with Hack Engineering's help with the engine, we put all the cars together ourselves and had some good results in it. So it's good fun. We go to Belgium, do closed road rallying, and do some events in the UK, single venue stuff in the UK. Just need to get out and use it more, really, to get some better results. So and get to use it more, really. So yeah, cool. But it's an ever evolving thing. We're always looking at the next upgrade to make the car better, which is what we also enjoy. We enjoy the building of the car as well as the events that we do.
Okay, so that concludes the first ever Hack Engineering meet and drive. Really good event today. Small but really close and tight-knit group of customers of ours. Really good to see everyone out. Some absolutely mega cars that you'll see us talk about, and even the ones that we haven't talked about. Just some really cool stuff here. So yeah, that's the first event of its kind. I hopefully kick off a few more in the future. So watch this space, stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next video.